For a long time, I've always had a liking for video production. But recently, I want to say over the last couple of months, I've really been diving into photography.
We're gonna make sure her portrait photography is good.
My portfolio.
We'll make sure her portfolio is lit.
I didn't think I would like photography like that. But the truth is, I do.
So the thing is, I've always been doing videography, but I really want to get into photography. So that's why I'm just out here letting this shit rip. You feel me?
It's kind of unexpected. Let's talk about it.
We out.
Why you gotta be here beside me, watching, needing, wanting.
We feel good out here, keeping it warm in these
I'm
cold
afraid.
You're listening to Just One Glenn.
So is this a point where I'm supposed to say, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Just One Glenn. I'm not going to do that. Listen, I've been doing videography for a while. I wouldn't say that I am the most knowledgeable about it, but I will say that I'm learning at a very fast pace. But I've been watching a lot of other videographers and photographers on different platforms like Photo Me Ike and Manny Ortiz. They would take pictures of beautiful subjects, but they would take them outside and just make these beautiful photos. That was something that really caught my eye. For fun, what I would do is go out and just take pictures, different scenery. I would take pictures of everything from buildings to leaves, and I enjoyed it. Like it felt weird for me to like it so much. But once I started doing that, I wanted to see how I would do with people as well. So I gotta pick somebody that isn't gonna be mad at me if I mess up, like a friend or a friend of the family or a family member. So who not better than my fiance's sister?
How do you feel?
We feel good out here, keeping it warm in these cold streets. Feels good, Glenny.
Yeah, so this is the thing, man. Y'all ready? So this is the thing. It's your boy Just One Glenn. So I got my little sister with me right now.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I've always been doing videography, but I really want to get into photography. So that's why I'm just out here letting this shit rip. You feel me? So that's what we doing, man. Let's go, we out.
So the plan was pretty simple. We're gonna go downtown Jersey City, take some pictures, come back. That's it. Or so I thought.
Let me tell y'all, so I gotta drop her back off at like,
Maybe 40
how
minutes.
much time? We got 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And she like, nah.
I have to do my aunt's eyelashes, girl. Get a lash tech, not me.
Turns out she was on the time limit, so we literally have an hour and a half to go all the way downtown Jersey City, look for parking, take pictures, and come back. Let's see how that works. So I have a philosophy when it comes to learning things. First is to commit to an idea. Once you commit to the idea, then have a plan, write down the execution, and be committed to learning. Then get the feedback, learn from your mistakes, and just repeat. Eventually, you'll get proficient enough and get good enough to monetize what you're trying to do or excel in whatever it is that you're trying to do. So the first thing I decided to do was have an idea. My idea was to go downtown Jersey City, take some pictures of Lil Sis, learn from any mistakes that I make, get the feedback, rinse and repeat. So at this point, I'm learning. I'm taking these photos and I'm really seeing that I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this feeling. The lighting is right. She's starting to come in with the poses. And one thing I learned is I need to learn how to pose people. That's the first thing I learned. Number two, another thing that I wound up learning while doing this, being a videographer, you don't necessarily know what you're getting into when it comes to switching over to photography. And that's why I think it's very important that you study your craft, but at the exact same time, you need to be going out and experiencing those moments. You need to practice. You need to reach failure as quick as possible. You need to find out what are you doing wrong so you can correct it and do right. You can do better. I knew I didn't know everything about photography, but it just felt good just to go out there and just experience it. Let me just see if this photo is going to be overexposed in these settings. So after the shoot, the time is running down. I'm just looking at the clock. We need to hurry up and get up out of here.
Well, man. Where are the shots? No. We still recording? Yeah, we got that on film. Oh, shit.
So we wound up going to the bar after a good shoot. I think we took a lot of good photos.
Listen, if Breeze blow up, I'm officially already her photographer and videographer. So, yeah, man.
Period.
We gonna get Lil Sis, right? So, her name is Lil Sis. Okay? We're gonna get Lil Sis right. We're gonna make sure her portrait photography is good.
My portfolio.
We'll make sure her portfolio is lit. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, once again, I am not a photographer. I'm a videographer. But I honestly feel like I'm better than a lot of you niggas.
I think overall, the day was pretty successful. You know, we took some good photos and
that's the thing, right? Like, even when we were shooting, like, she told me that certain shots didn't look that good. And, you know, fix the adjustment. Let me know when you go on that low, so I put my chin down. That stuff I gotta know, because you gotta get better. You can't think that you're that good to the point where you no longer need any criticism, any critiques. Like, no. As long as you live, your life is going to be critiqued. You're never going to be perfect. So, especially me just now starting out, like, the more feedback that I get, like, it just works. It just works because it makes me better. I never look at it like, oh, this is my art. Like, art can be ass, bro.
We're literally not gonna get her until maybe 4. No. That can't happen. That can't happen.
yeah, she never made it to her aunt in time.
We have to get
Listen,
her.
I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't have nothing to do with this.
Are you serious, Glenn? That's not good. I'm the model, right? It's my timing. Period.
Exactly. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's her timing.
It's not my fault. It's her fault. No, actually, I think it's everybody's fault. It's the traffic's fault. No, actually, it's the bar's fault. But it was such an amazing experience. And you know what? Even looking back on it, it's almost like a bit of nostalgia. Just looking back and seeing how naive I was about certain things when it came to photography. The best way I could describe what's going on right now is I'm learning at such a fast pace, not even just with photography, you know, just videography, photography in general. Business, working with people, starting a YouTube, building up my Instagram. I'm learning so many things so fast that it can be scary for a lot of people. But I don't think I'm scared. I'm actually embracing it. You know I'm going to mess up, as do the best. But the important thing is embrace the struggle. And that's one thing that I really like. I'm liking this right now. It's kind of scary. I've never really felt like this before. But just embracing the experience and being open to making a pivot if needed. Obviously, videography is my first love, but there are certain things that you can adjust if needed. And on this shoot, I can honestly say, I learned more in the couple of hours we shot today than I could have ever learned spending weeks or months watching YouTube videos. Knowledge is power, but the execution, that's mastery.